What's this? Here, schmuck. Review this comic. You're cheaper than interdimensional cable and less annoying than Morty. Don't let me down. Joke's on him. I was gonna do this whether he asked me to or not. Hello and welcome to another session of Therapy and Panels. Today we are going to look at something, if it wasn't very obvious from the letter, Rick and Morty. Premiering in 2013 on Adult Swim, created by Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon, it started as a parody of Back to the Future before becoming its own thing, a mix of wild sci-fi, dark comedy, and existential dread. The show blew up as a cult hit, spawning games, toys, and a group of man-children throwing a fit at McDonald's for Szechuan sauce. And in 2015, it got its own comic series from Oni Press that expanded the multiverse and onto the page. Nothing else to say, so let's get into the interdimensional insanity that is Rick and Morty issue number 1. The cover is pretty decent, with what seems like Rick and Morty trying to escape from jail, for Lord knows what it is at this point. I'm more curious about what Squanchy over in the background got in trouble for. Probably got caught squanching in public again. We begin at the Smith table with the family, as Jerry is telling Morty that he needs to get a job in order to support himself, on the grounds that he himself had several jobs as a teenager while going to school. Rick immediately undercuts him by calling Jerry a debt-choked idiot. Yeah, look how well that worked out, Morty. You want to grow up to be the guy that cries into his cornflakes every morning? Rick then drags Morty to the garage to show him how smart people make money. Rick asks Morty if he knows anything about the stock market, as we get a surprisingly accurate description by Morty. Congratulations, Morty, you have the financial literacy of a YouTube ad. Rick gives Morty a device he claims can predict the future, which is how the two are going to be cleaning up the stock market. Morty questions the legality, but Rick basically pulls the "it's only illegal if you get caught" quote. And you're a minor. Worst case scenario, you'll just be juvie famous. At the International Stock Exchange, Rick tells Morty to follow his lead since he's not even allowed to be in the building. While they're bickering, they get interrupted by a guy named Professor Talk, a first-class time detective who looks like his wardrobe comes only from yard sales. Rick, of course, begins to mock the guy mercilessly. Oh, God. What's next? Professor Clock? Dr. O'Clockulus Prime? Tick-Tock the Idiot Man? Talk reminds Rick that he isn't even supposed to be there, but Rick laughs, stating time travel is garbage science anyway, so who cares? Morty claims that Talk doesn't seem like a bad guy, which prompts Rick to immediately ask Morty if he was wearing a wire. Morty, of course, says no, so Rick just casually stops continuing, and they go on with their day. Okay, good, because if you were, then I'd have to... You know what, never mind, let's go get some paperwork done. Sometime later, back home, the house is getting renovated into a mansion with the words Morty and Rick, Inc. plastered on the building. Jerry, being the miserable snoop that he is, opens the door to a crate that contains a robotic cat he assumes wants to hurt him. Do whatever you want, just don't hurt me. The robot just ignores Jerry and heads upstairs, as Rick, standing there, saw the whole thing play out, looking more disappointed. Gotta say, Jerry, thought you hit rock bottom before, but who knew rock bottom had a basement? Upstairs in Morty's new office, he decides to kick Rick out of the business, claiming his name is the only one on the papers, and why should Rick get all the money as well? Oh, please, Morty, I've seen your handwriting. It looks like a spider fell in ink and then had a seizure. Morty has the robot cat, revealed to be named Katagami, to kick Rick out, but Rick reveals the device they used doesn't even predict the future. It just merges universes, killing the alternate one that had the good stock, horrifying Morty. Pretty sure Rick did that once before with the reset button. Then again, this came out before, so... Before Rick can leave, the time police, given consent to come by due to Jerry, arrive and the place has become a raid. Rick has Katagami go kaiju mode so the two can escape, but they are surrounded and decide they aren't going down without a fight. We cut to a news broadcast stating after 12 hours the police have arrested the two, with Rick saying he hopes Jerry feels good about himself now. The broadcast ends as we finish the issue with an uplifting video about an alien cat creature thing that has been cured of whatever ailment it held. Because even aliens know that cat videos get the most clicks. This was an awesome issue. It feels like an episode of the show, which I really appreciate. The people who worked on this clearly did a great job and have a love for the show. I need to find more issues to continue this series, not just for this channel, but for me personally. And with that, that is the end of today's session. Thank you all for attending. If you liked the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm the Super Guru, signing off.